What is going on, everybody? We are back again with another live training to talk about the shiny object syndrome and why it's keeping you broke. So before I jump into this training, what I want you guys to do is, if you are watching this training live, hashtag live, let me know you guys are here, like this video, show it some love so that I keep doing these videos and providing amazing value. So what we're going to talk about is the shiny object syndrome and why it's keeping you broke. And I actually broke it down into three specific things, or three main reasons of why it's keeping you broke. Those three reasons are uncertainty, lack of patience, and opportunity costs. Now, what do I mean by shiny object syndrome? How many of you guys scroll on Facebook and get hit with PDFs, cheat sheets, new ways to generate leads, new ways to close more deals, right? And what happens is that you feel, for some reason, that you're missing this secret, right? If I had this magic script, I would close more deals. Or if I had this lead generation strategy that I didn't have before, that would change my entire business. Well, although those things might be somewhat effective, more times than not, that's not the only thing that's wrong in your business. And if you keep on thinking that it's just one thing that is the difference of you making 3 to 5K to 10, 20, or even 30K, you're sadly mistaken. Because usually it's a combination of things. Yet for some reason or not, a lot of us think that one strategy is going to save us. So what happens is we get bombarded by marketing. Those marketing, or the marketers, coaches, are making these big promises that this webinar, this VSL, this cheat sheet is going to change your business. So what happens? You have this foolproof plan, right? You've laid it out, you know exactly what to do to reach your goals. Maybe your goals are that you want to hit $10,000 a month. It's a great goal. You know exactly what you need to do to get there, meaning you know how many calls that is, you know what close percentage is, you know what your offer looks like, you know exactly what you need to do to get to $10,000 a month. But for some reason, uncertainty starts kicking in. Now, when I mean uncertainty, this is for some of the newer fitness coaches that I see. For my more experienced fitness coaches that have been doing this for longer than probably 3 months, you understand that you're going to have highs and lows in your business. And although it's great to have very successful weeks, just because you make $10,000 one week doesn't mean that you're going to make $10,000 the next week. So being able to understand that and ride the waves, because you're focused on data and numbers versus using emotions to make decisions. So what happens, right? The shiny object syndrome. Imagine just for a second, guys, you have a treasure map in front of you. And at the end of the treasure map, you see that $10,000. But on the way, there's all these other things that are enticing to you, right? Well, I don't know what they are, but you have the map. It's right in front of you. You know exactly where you want to go, but for some reason, you get pulled away in different directions, right? Maybe it's quick cash here. Maybe it's a car there. Maybe it's this. And what happens is we get pulled away from our destination. So one of the biggest things that I see with people why they struggle is because of uncertainty. They start doing something, they don't see the results quick enough, and then they start to doubt themselves. This is very similar to a lot of the clients that we work with, guys. How many of you, hashtag me, have had a client that you wrote this amazing nutrition plan, this amazing workout plan, and you know it's going to work because it's worked for dozens of other people, yet for some reason or not, they don't believe it's going to work. And after a week or two, what happens is they start doubting the plan. They start questioning you, they start questioning the process because they're not certain of it. Which brings me into point 2, lack of patience. Guys, you're building a business, okay? And I'm going to say that again and again. This is not a hobby. And if you want to build a hobby, this isn't the business for you, and I hope that we never work together. I want to help people build an actual sustainable business. And if patience is something that you're lacking, I'm telling you, that emotional roller coaster that sometimes people go on in the first 3 to 6 months of their business will absolutely kill you. And the lack of patience, meaning that yes, you have the strategy in front of you that is proven to work, yet for some reason you start to creep into self-doubt and you start to let that limiting beliefs slip in your head and you start to second guess yourself. And we see this happen a lot for a lot of new online fitness coaches. especially just people that are, like I said, brand new, because they see all these other people having success, yet they don't understand all the other things that they had to go through to get there. So what's really important, guys, is to not only make sure that you're certain in the process, but that you understand that you have patience along the way. Building a six-figure or multiple six-figure business is not going to happen overnight. Now, do we have a lot of people that have a lot of success very early on, making $10,000 to $20,000 in 30 days? Of course we do, but I'm not going to promise that to everybody. So, if you guys are going to commit to this, understand that the same things that you would tell your clients, the same advice you need to take too. So if a client came to you and said, hey Steve, you know what, I've been on this nutrition plan for 2 weeks and I'm not losing any weight. What would you tell that client? Because if you came to me and you said, Will, I've been doing what you're telling me for 2 weeks and I'm not making money yet, what would you tell your client? So lack of patience. Number 3, opportunity costs, okay? And I don't think this is something that a lot of people talk about or think about, but opportunity costs. So what do I mean by that? Each time that you stop a strategy to start a new one, you are losing momentum. And I'm going to say that again. Each time you start a new strategy, you are losing momentum because you're stopping what you're doing, because you're not giving it patience, and then you're starting from ground zero with a new strategy or a new plan. Once again, guys, this is very similar to a lot of your clients. Let's say you had a client that was doing keto, and they did keto for 2 to 3 weeks, they weren't really happy with it, and then they're like, you know what, I'm not going to do keto anymore, I'm going to do this plan. So now we actually didn't even get to see if keto worked because we didn't give it the time and patience that it needed, and now we're jumping into a new plan. So each time that we jump into a new plan, not only are we're going backwards, but now we have to start all over again. So very similar to you guys in this business, each time that you do a new strategy, right, which is like, hey, Will, I told a coach told me to do this, and you're telling me to do this. Or I did this, and you're telling me to do this. Each time that you switch or change directions, you guys are actually moving momentum. So for us, it's very important that if you decide to become a client of ours inside the Online Training Accelerator, FitPro CEO, that you are wholeheartedly sold and have certainty that we can help you out. Because if you're still trying to do a bunch of other things from other coaches and not listen to us, then it's not going to be my fault when things don't work out. Because I know what we do works. We guarantee it. And we have tons of testimonials that tell us otherwise. So, with that being said, guys, if you really want to commit to this, to building an actual legitimate business and not chase shiny object syndromes, I'm literally giving you the map, right? I'm giving you the map to grow your business to $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And I want to hand it to you, but you have to trust me and you have to promise me that you're going to stay on track with it, okay? So, the shiny object syndrome, one more time, guys. Uncertainty, lack of patience, and opportunity costs. So with that being said, if this video was valuable, hashtag value below. And then if you guys want a proven roadmap to get you to $10,000 a month, what I want you guys to do is hashtag roadmap below. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you guys want a proven roadmap to guarantee that you will hit $10,000 a month, what I want you guys to do is hashtag roadmap below, and myself or one of my clarity coaches will reach out to you to see if we're a good fit to work together. Once again, guys, I hope this video was valuable, and I'll catch you guys soon.